Everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Stuart Victor Echo 9 Charlie Foxtrot, and we're here at the Museum of Pioneers Museum here in Grand Deque, New Brunswick. Now, we haven't been here, since last December. If you remember, if you've been following my channel for a while, you would have seen I came out here in December and did a 40-meter long path test with the KJ6ER Performer on 40 meters trying to get long past Japan, and we were successful that night. So we haven't been back here in since then. So it was winter. It was winter and it was dark at 4:30 in the afternoon. Well, it's 4:30 in the afternoon now, and it's beautiful. It's a nice day here in the Maritimes, so we're gonna go play some ham radio tonight. You want to come around for the ride? Let's go have a look around at this museum first. All right, so they're open here Monday to Sunday in the summertime to 5 o'clock. I think 9 o'clock in the mornings at 5 o'clock. They have a curator here. She'll take you on some tours. They have some disc golf. Looks like they got a tent set up for a big event. I'm not sure that's happening soon or it's already happened. And there's a walking trail here too, the museum trail. So you can walk the trail here around the park here. There is the Shadiac Bay right there, which is the Shadiac Bay watershed, which is also a big ecological area here in this part of New Brunswick. And remember, here's the lighthouse that we thought would be qualify for amateur radio lighthouses, but it doesn't. But it does have a New Brunswick logo on it. So this is the lighthouse. It was built in 1912 on the Grand Deque Wharf. So on top of, it had a 28 to 30 foot high mast with a kerosene lantern. So yeah, if you're in the area, come by and check this place out. Monday to Sunday from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a Pioneer Museum. Show you all the Acadian culture that's just part of New Brunswick. So they got some picnic tables back here. So you could set up right back here and play some ham radio right back here. Some brand new picnic tables. It's a provincial historic site here in the province of New Brunswick. And so good place to come and check out if you're in the area. So in today's video, I made some modifications to the KJ6ER Performer, or not KJ6 Performer, the KJ6ER Challenger. I made some modifications to it, and we're going to check those out tonight. So I was watching Michael Martens' KB9VBR, I think his call sign is. I was watching a video of his where he did on the KJ6ER Challenger, and he did a couple cool things with it. So I adopted those changes with mine, and we'll see how they work tonight. So we're gonna go back to the truck, figure out a place to get set up at, and then we'll make those changes to the antenna and see how they work. This is where we set up last year. The disc golf things weren't there in the wintertime, but we put the Performer right here because that way is facing long path to Japan. So it worked perfect for us. Today we got our PVC pipe in the ground here. We got our Chameleon 25-foot whip, all the standard stuff you need for the Performer, or not Performer, the Challenger. But I made a few small changes, which I'm going to show you next. So one of the changes we made, we bought some banana plugs, because I saw on Michael's video they was using banana plugs to go into the top of the 4-to-1 UNUN from LDG, which I have, so that was cool. And I also put these circular connectors on the pigtail, so that I could just put it right on top of the mast without having to use the alligator clips or the Mueller clips on the whip itself. The banana plug just goes right at the top right there. Easy peasy. So one of the other areas I improved upon was I put the counterpoise wire on a spindle or a spool like this. I saw that again in Michael's video. I used a bongo attachment to keep the wire security snug. And I just put basically some zip ties at each of the bands. Now, the recommendation for this antenna is for 20 meters, 11 sections and 4 inches, and then you fine tune by adjusting the counterpoise depending on, you know, the ground, the type of ground you're on. Here, close to the water, salt water over there, salty marsh area, we should be high, like have a really good ground, so we may have to adjust the counterpoise accordingly. But I want to fix that PVC pipe there. It's leaning over a bit too much for my liking. There we go. So we got a little bit of redneck engineering in here again to hold it up nice and straight. We use the guy rope attachment from the buddy stick here. There's our counterpoise going out. You see how I put the little zip tie markers for 10, 12, 15, 17, and 20, and then a spindle of wire. And that's where we'll adjust for our best SWR, our chameleon whip, and our 4-to-1 UNUN with the banana clips. Let's hope this works. I didn't test this at home prior to coming, which I normally do. I normally test all this stuff at home, but today I just said, let's go, let's play. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Back to the drawing board. So I got a few messages, private messages from some of you guys, some of you subscribers asking, hey, where's Archie? I haven't seen Archie in a while. Well, Archie's doing good. He doesn't come out with me too many on activations anymore. The reason why, he's old. Well, he's 14 and a half years old now. And, you know, in all honesty, his health, although he's still in pretty good shape, he's showing signs of aging. He's got some breathing issues. Not that... nothing to be overly alarmed about, but a good thing that we keep on top of it, because he does take a steroid inhaler every day now. As you know, the vet gave us a good reason. You know what? As we get older, our body starts to weaken. Lungs are one muscle that weakens. So Archie's Archie's lungs are just a little bit weaker than what they used to be. So he takes a steroid to help with that. And but he's doing good. I just don't want to bring him out and have him have any issues. We're out here and I'm maybe in the middle of nowhere and can't get him any help that he needs. So that's why he stays home with Missy and Ollie now. That's the only reason. He's still doing good. He's still alive and kicking, but I'm just I guess I'm being overly cautious. But Archie sends his love to all you guys. All right, that looks like a pretty good SWR. Let's go down to where I like to play in the band, even better. I think we're good with that, aren't you? Are you good with that? I'm good with that if you're good with that. The SWR looks pretty good, I would say. Let's go see if we can make some noise on the bands. I don't know, the bands were not good earlier today, so let's go see what's out there. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, that's what I got. Not very strong with me. I'm receiving you 5x3 here. My name is Wes. Nice to hear you again on 20. Over.
Yes, good evening, my friend. Running, you're about a 5 and 7 on my vertical antenna. Over.
Oh, thank you very much for the report for the new contract. Today I have my amplifier up and running and pushing about 600 watts into a hex beam. Over.
That sounds great, my friend. I'm just getting started. I'm doing some portable with on the near the ocean tonight. Anyway, just wanted to let you know, 5 and 7 into New Brunswick, Canada. Over.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you very much for the new contract and hope to meet you again. Victor Echo 9 Charlie Foxtrot. Lima Zulu 3 Charlie 7-3. Have a nice Friday.
Okay, my friend. Au revoir. Good. We got Lima Zulu 3 Charlie just warming, getting everything set up. So, okay, it's working. Bands are not working. The bands are in good shape. Well, not in good shape, but the bands are open. That's not too bad to get Bulgaria, even before I'm not even ready. I didn't have the log or anything ready to go. But he's in the log. Lima Zulu 3 Charlie. Not a bad first call. The band is really quiet here. Like, compared to my house, really, really quiet. I want to get rid of this thing out of the way here. I'm hanging. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. CQ 20 meters.
Alpha Lima 7, Kilo Charlie.
Alpha Lima 7, Kilo Charlie. 5 and 5, Mike. 5 and 5, over.
Okay, nice, Stuart. 4-4 left.
I'll take the 4-4, my friend. The band is not in great shape, so I'll take the 4-4 any day of the week, over.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm hearing you at all, actually. Anyway, thanks for that. 173, we're going.
Yeah, see you later. Thanks, Mike. 7-3, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20.
Alpha Bravo India.
Foxtrot 4, Alpha Bravo India. Good evening, 5 and 5, 55, over.
Yeah, hello, Stuart. 5-5, thank you for Fox 73.
7-3, good luck, my friend. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters. Been pretty tough tonight. We're sitting at, let's see, how many contacts? I haven't recorded many because it's just been that bad. 80 QSOs in 1 hour and 22 minutes. So very, very, very poor. And the guy's playing some disc golf behind me. But yeah, so it's, the bands are rough. A lot of QSB out there. Anyway, we'll keep soldiering on here. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters. So the current K index is sitting at 4. The A index, which is a cumulative total of the K index, so over the last, I think, 24 hours, is 27. And SFI is 156. That's the only good thing. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters.
Victor Alpha 7, Lima Tango X-ray.
Victor Alpha 7, Lima Tango X-ray. Thank you. Nice signal, 5 and 9.
You're 4-4, my friend. Really love to talk to Greg there. Great on testing his antenna.
Yeah, it's, you know, the BC is pounding in. You're my third or fourth contact from BC today. So the long range, even in these bad band conditions, is pretty good to the west, over.
You take a little drive like that. Great contact today.
Okay, 7-3. Thanks for the call from the West Coast. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters.
Mexico 0, United Oscar Oscar.
Mexico 0, United Oscar Oscar. Richard, nice to hear you. 5 and 7, over.
Yeah, QSL, good to work again. About 5-7 this way. Just thought we'd come in and give you a report.
Well, thanks, my friend. You're the loudest one from the UK today, so hopefully the band gets better tonight. 7-3.
Yeah, 7-3, yeah, we've had major activity on 6 meters today, so it's been very good on 6 meters into Europe. Anyway, 7-3 and a very good evening.
Yeah, thanks, my friend. Thanks for the call. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters. That's the way it's been all night today. You get a little bit of a flurry and then dead for 5 minutes, and another little flurry, dead for 5 minutes. Most people would give up. Honestly, most POTA activators would give up in those dead periods. Not me. I just keep going. That's usually when the that rare station pops in. Trust me. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters.
Papa Echo 0, Charlie Delta.
Papa Echo 0, Charlie Delta, was it correct?
Again, this is Papa Echo 0, Charlie Delta.
Papa Echo 0, Charlie Delta, 5 and 5, 55.
Okay, thank you very much for 5 and 7. 5 and 7. Thank you for calling back on my call.
Thank you very much, 7-3. Who was the Yankee station? The Yankee?
Yankee Oscar 3, Golf Charlie Lima. Yankee Oscar 3, Golf Charlie Lima.
Okay, Yankee Oscar 3, Golf Charlie Lima. Good afternoon, 5 and 7.
Thank you very much. Good evening. 5-7. 5-7 for you. Many thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, my friend. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. See what I mean? You don't give up. You just keep calling you through the dead periods. And they got a Yankee Oscar in a Dutch station. Like Yankee, I get them all the time, but they're not that rare. But you know what? On a bad bank condition, I'll take them. Don't give up. Never give up. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters.
Victor Echo 4, November Whiskey.
Victor Echo 4, November Whiskey. Nice signal, 5 and 9.
You're also 5-9 into Manitoba, Canada.
Well, I think you must be my first contact in the Flin Flon, the home of Bobby Clark, over.
Yeah, Roger, you got that right. He's pretty good. He was a pretty good hockey player back in his time.
Yeah, Roger. Why? You know, I lived in Manitoba for 5 years in the late '80s and early '90s, and never made it up to Flin Flon. I lived in just outside of Brandon, but never made it up to Flin Flon, over.
Yep, Roger. Yeah, I lived here all my life, and I'm 66. I retired after 40 years working in the mine.
Roger. Well, nice to get you, my friend. Thanks for the contact from Flin Flon tonight. I'll remember that one, the first one ever. Thanks, my friend. Have a good evening. 7-3.
You bet. Have a good evening.
Yeah, thanks. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters. How about that? Got Flin Flon, Manitoba tonight. I got all Western province except for Alberta. Well, we get in Alberta tonight.
Just curious, just what this microphone on here, how does it sound?
Oh, you sound great. Probably the best signal on the band for a while. The band is not in the greatest of shape, but you're sounding really good.
Okay, I just put a SM50 microphone on a 7610 I won't hold you up.
Yeah, thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Once again, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot.
Sierra 52, Bravo, Tango. Sierra 52, Bravo, Tango.
Sugar 52, Bravo, Tango. Nice signal. 5 and 9, over.
Roger, Stuart, 5 by 7 today. 5 by 7. Clear sound?
Yeah, Roger. Good to see the band to eastern part of Europe wide open for me. 7-3, Radovan. Nice to get you, my friend.
Please repeat, over.
I tell you, good to see the band open to Eastern Europe. Good to see the band open to Eastern Europe, over.
Okay, I'm not sure about the propagation. Not so open today, over.
Yeah, okay, my friend. Okay, good signal, good signal, good signal. 7-3. Thank you, 7-3.
Roger, good luck, Stuart. I'm sorry, okay, you're not so strong today. You're up and down, so it's stronger to copy. But I'm glad for the contact. I hope you're doing okay. DX, have fun.
Okay, good DX, my friend. Good DX. 7-3. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. Man, the bands just took a dive. Dive. It'll come back. It always does. CQ 20 meters, CQ 20 meters. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. CQ 20 meters.
Victor Echo 3, Yankee Oscar Alpha.
Victor Echo 3, Yankee Oscar Alpha. Sounding good, John. 5 and 7, over. Thanks, John. Thanks for the shout. 7-3. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot. CQ 20 meters.
Sierra Papa 1, Hotel November.
The Sugar Papa 1 Hotel November.
Roger, good morning to you. 5 by 7, 57 report from you. Mike, back to you.
All right, thank you, Peter. 5 and 7 for you too, my friend. 5 and 7, over.
Roger, thank you. 5-7, thank you. 73-44.
73-44, Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, CQ 20 meters. All right, folks, there you go. We're all done. So we didn't have I think we did a pretty good outing. I would say we did a pretty good outing, given that the band conditions were absolutely brutal. We got 154 QSOs in the log with 2 hours and 54 minutes. So not great numbers by my standards usually, but you know what? The bands were brutal. Anyway, let's have a look at the map here. You can see on the map we had a good spread all the way up to Alaska. Calumet again, the guys at the radio club out there. Got my friend Mauricio in Costa Rica. We got Ira near the end there, Julian 88 there in the Caribbean. Lots of good Europe tonight. West Coast Canada really well. Didn't get our Victor Echo 6, but we got Manitoba, we got Saskatchewan, and we got some Pacific Northwest states there. Of course, we got our usual spray of U.S. states. So not bad, not bad. And the number of DXCC countries we got. What do we get for DXCC here? Let's see. We got 22 DXCC entities. So anything that stands out here that's abnormal for us? No, all the pretty much usual suspects that we see on a usual, once every blue moon outing or every outing. And then 33 states and 8 Canadian provinces and territories, which was good. We didn't get Alberta. We didn't get Nova Scotia. We didn't get the Northwest Territories. Quebec and Yukon. Those are the only ones we were missing tonight. Overall, pretty good outing. I'm happy with it for the band conditions. KJ6ER Challenger still performing really, really well. Let's tear down, and I'm going to show you something on the Challenger I need your opinion on. By the way, I did share with Greg the Michael Martens trick about the spool and the counterpoise. So Greg advised me, now again, this is the designer of the antenna, not to adjust the counterpoise for SWR. Contrary to what Michael Martens said. Michael said in his video, and if I find the clip, I'll put it right here.
Now, the problem I have with the Challenger antennas is ground conductivity. And I think this antenna was designed in a place that's got relatively good ground conductivity. So he's recommending about 69 inches of counterpoise for the 20 meter band. That does not work for me. So I added about another 30 or so inches of wire, and actually for 20 meters I just pretty much fully extend this, and that gets me down to about an SWR of around 1.5 to 1 on the 20 meter band, which works really, really well.
He said to adjust the SWR, adjust the counterpoise length to adjust for SWR. And Greg advised me not to do that. His particular measurements for the counterpoise are not there for adjusting SWR. They're there for radiation efficiency. He says you have to adjust SWR, adjust to telescopic whip. Do not adjust the counterpoise because it's there for radiation efficiency, not for SWR. And he said, remember, SWR is just for matching. And his stuff is built for radiation efficiency. So contrary to what Michael Martens said in his video, Greg advises not to adjust the counterpoise. I'm going to leave it on the spool because I got it all measured out anyways. And I also got the other counterpoises in the bag of tricks that I did. But I like the spool because it's easy to maintain and keep it simple. But yeah, Greg says do not adjust for SWR on the counterpoise. Adjust it on the whip. You know, you got to take the guy who actually designed it, that he knows what he's talking about. Anyway, beautiful night here. That's the Shadiac Bay right there. I think that might be Shadiac Island straight across. I'm pretty sure that is. And then the town of Shadiac is just on the other side of those trees. So we're right in the middle of this disc golf. There's a tee box right there for I think they went across to that one over there. Yeah, so this was a nice little park here at the Museum of Pioneers, the Pioneer Museum. Musée de Pioneers, as they say it in French. So here's the Challenger. So here's the Challenger. What a great antenna. Again, folks, I'm going to tell you this, okay? You probably heard me say it in a few other videos. There's no need for you to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on antennas for parks on the air. You don't even have to buy this 25-foot telescopic whip for Camille one. You know, you can probably buy one on Amazon that'll work just as good. I know you can for a 17-foot whip. That'll work just as good. Or you know what I'm going to try to do? I think I'm going to do this in a future video. I'm going to try to make the Challenger out of wire. Use my DX Engineering pole, and I'm going to do the Challenger. I'm going to do it with wire instead of the telescope. And I bet you $100 that'll work quite well. Because it just needs to have a radial element that's 11 sections. So I got to take the 11 sections and 4 inches and do the math on that for length. The advantage of the telescopic whip is this, that you can adjust it easily for SWR. Remember, as Greg says, contrary to what Michael Martens said, don't use the counterpoise to adjust for SWR. That's measured for radiation efficiency. But anyway, you don't have to spend a bunch of money. You don't have to go buy the latest fad antenna just because some talking head on YouTube said, oh, you got to get this antenna because that's a nice spool, or you got to get this thing because it packs. I'm trying not to say real names, okay? Packs up really well. So you don't have to buy all that stuff. You can just make this stuff yourself. Trust me, I used to buy stuff like crazy. Then I realized that I could make it and it works just as good, or not even better, or even better. I wouldn't make a home antenna for a Yagi for home. I know some guys do, but I would go buy a commercially available Yagi for home. But for parks on the air and flora and fauna and lakes and lagoons and whatever you do in portable, make this stuff. It just works just as good.